Hello and welcome to the interview series around the 212 panel, Our Dollars, Our Dignity, the Power of the Black Consumer. We are honored to be here right now with a past 212 Gala honoree. Tell them who you are.
Hey, how are you? I'm Walter Geer, Chief Creative Officer, Head of Innovation for VML.
That is a lofty title. The man's brilliant. Let's get right into it.
I'm far from it, but we can pretend for this take.
For the purpose of this session, we have the brilliant Walt Geer here.
Thank you, man.
So, you're welcome. So, we do this panel mostly every year, in coinciding with Black History Month. Yep. From your personal perspective, what's the evolution of Black History Month look like to you?
I mean, in terms of where we're going, I'd like to see it a Black History Year. I mean, it's the shortest month of the year. But look, I mean, realistically, it's a great time to step back and really kind of acknowledge and notice disruptors, individuals who've changed the landscape of the world that we live in and the way that we do things. I think that I would love to see brands and companies, corporations move from a place that starts to feel performative into a place of like real authenticity, right? And taking moments to just be in the now, in the present, and celebrate individuals who've done incredible things.
I love it. Let's dig in and give them a little roadmap.
Let's go there.
What does the evolution of the Black consumer look like?
Look, I mean, reality is, a week ago there was a report that actually said that black and brown babies now are now the majority, right? White babies were the minority, and so we're looking at the browning of America. By the year 2045 and 2040, they're now saying the white people will be the minority. So if you're looking at how brands move forward and the consumer themselves, I mean, I hate to use the word multicultural now because multicultural is more about mainstream and targeting your audience. And this is a group of individuals that, quite frankly, have, if you remove them from things like basketball, sports as a whole, fashion, entertainment, music, like what do you have left, right? So as a consumer, I think it's brands need to lean in from a place of authenticity and lean into like $40 trillion of buying power, which is a hell of a lot of fucking people out there.
Our dollars, our dignity, indeed. Right on topic. So you mentioned a few areas. What are some of the territories, brands, agencies that plan on their behalf, creatives like yourself, should be thinking about when they're thinking about how to connect, address, engage the Black community?
Yeah, lead from a place of authenticity, right? I mean, lean into cultural nuances and things that matter. I mean, look, it doesn't matter if you're targeting LGBTQ, Latino, whatever market you're reaching, like every advertisement is meant to do one thing, inspire, right? And invoke an emotion from an individual, make someone feel a particular way. And the only way you do that in any type of creative with any type of audience is by allowing an individual to see themselves in your brand or allowing them to see themselves in the work that you're presenting to them for your brand and or products. Sometimes that means you need to have the right individuals at the table making those key decisions. So like, I say this all the time, when we look across the holding agencies across the United States, there are less than 10 Black chief creative officers. I think there's, no, C-suite executives, right? And I think as far as chief creative officers, I think there are like 6 of us or 5 or 6 of us. So it's wild when in that role there's around like 14 or 1,500, right? So, you just need to put the right people in the right places to help. Because look, realistically speaking, if you and I went to go build a company around tampons, let's say, right? Women be like, I'm not fucking buying that shit, right? Because we don't know women's body the way women's do, right? So it's simply putting people who know these audiences, know these groups of individuals to create and help inspire the work.
Seems very straightforward. It's back to your authenticity.
Yeah, totally.
Tag. You can put on a couple of your answers, which makes perfect sense, right? People don't want the fish out of water kind of phenomenon. They want to know that they're being seen and heard and understood.
Totally.
So what are some, if we look backwards a little bit, what are some of the reasons or how people have missed the mark on this incredibly important cultural heartbeat of our country?
It's interesting. I think every brand wants to make money, right? But I think, again, it boils down to understanding individuals. Look, we've seen stuff like Gucci put, or was it Gucci? Yeah, Gucci put like the lips on the turtleneck, and like H&M with the monkey on the child's t-shirt. And so like there's major focus, but I think a lot of that comes from the simple fact that, again, like bright people aren't in the room to help make the decisions. And I don't think people intentionally, or brands, especially brands, intentionally go to do bad work or work that pisses off off a group of people? Absolutely not. I'd hope to think not, right? So in the same breath, you need to ensure that when you're pulling people in on the work, it's not at the tail end. I've seen countless campaigns get it entirely wrong, but because they brought a person of color in at the end to say, does this look right, or yes or no, and then they really had no voice at the table to help push and steer their work. So it's not an add-on or a bolt-on, it's in getting the right individuals in at the beginning through ideation.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing with our community. We're grateful to learn your insights. We're talking about the title, back to it for a moment, Our Dollars, Our Dignity. What are some of the ways you've either seen or would like to see those financial levers be pulled to move everything forward?
I don't want to get political here, but I think we're in a really interesting moment in time, whereas brands are afraid to do that, or afraid to do it loudly, right? I think that there are brands who have done this work for quite a long time, and for them it's easy, right? They've always been going after a particular demo or to a particular audience, so to try to, do something different for other folks is a challenge. I think we're in a moment where people might want to tap in, but they're afraid to because of what might come back in terms of retaliation, or does this start to look and feel like DEI work, which is unfortunate. But as I always say, pendulum will always swing the other direction.
Let's leave that one P word, political, behind. Yep. Let's go to the other P word that I want to talk about, which is personal. How's your health?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you very much, man. Look, I'm eating right. I'm down 61 pounds. I'm living life, man. I'm on a CPAP machine, dude. I figured out my breathing situation in my story, but it's good, man. I'm good. Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I'm really glad to hear that. We love having you as part of our community. Thank you for being part of the panel.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking time to talk to our audience, and thanks for pushing your whole community forward.
Thank you.